Welcome back to Tabletop Tactics. I'm Jinx, and today we have a very exciting video for you. Ever wondered how we film a Tabletop Tactics battle report? There's a lot more to it than you might think. Not just rolling dice and pointing cameras. Every report is a production in its own right, and it's usually the whole team working towards bringing you something that's as exciting to watch as it is to play. There are cameras to set, armies to prepare, terrain to arrange, and a whole lot of behind-the-scenes planning that you never see. Today we're taking you from empty table to finished battle report, showing you every step of how a Tabletop Tactics video comes to life. First things first is setting up the board. Starting with choosing the mat and our deployment. For the objective markers, we carefully measure each one out to its precise location. We use so many shots of the board that nothing can be out of place. The final step of getting a board ready for battle is, of course, the terrain. Beard decided that he wanted a psychic mana pool in the middle of this desert map, so naturally we had to remeasure the placement of the center of objective to make sure it's in the right place. Everything has to be perfect at this step. The rest of the board is being set up as an abandoned mining outpost, with rocks, silos and gantries, and pipes sticking out all over the place. The aim at this section is to make sure that the cover is even for both opponents and fair for the game, but also really immersive, so it almost feels like watching a movie with our battle reports. Don't worry about the harsh edges of the mana pool right now, we can easily cover that up with mining debris. There is a bit of an order to placing down terrain. It slowly starts to feel like it could be a real planet somewhere in the galaxy. Starting with the largest pieces used to block line of sight, moving on to smaller pieces for decoration like trees, small rocks to blend out the harsh lines, and flock to act as bushes. A place where each player can deploy our armies and prepare for battle, creating a story in our heads as to what we're fighting over today. In this battle, as with any other with the Tyranids, it's all about consuming the biomass. Before we start filming anything, we have to check all the gear. And this is our filming arsenal. We use a total of 7 cameras, a hard drive, batteries to power everything, mic packs that we definitely don't forget to turn on sometimes, and a gimbal with a wireless receiver to get all of those smooth B-roll shots you see during the game. With the equipment all set up and the battlefield ready, the next step is to introduce you to the warriors who will be fighting today. What do I do now? As we talk through our lists, we explain not just what we're taking, but why. Unit choices, war gear, and what we hope to achieve during the game, even if it's just the goal of a turn 1 charge or taking a unit because it means something special to us, like a lone Tyranid biovore called Beans. While you might be used to us confidently going over everything, sometimes it can take a few goes to get everything right.
I've given him twin lightning claws because it's cool and that's kind of what it...
Or just to remember who has which enhancement.
I've got...
Or sometimes what we're even taking.
We've got a couple of melter guns.
But we're pros at the edit at this point, so we don't need to show you that bit.
Cats.
And then finally, after setting everything up and rolling for first turn, it is time to get into the game. We have all 7 cameras rolling at this point, each one covering a different angle, so we can capture every key moment, reaction, and how the luck can shift over the course of the battle. The top-down camera shows the entire battlefield, while the side cameras give you more perspective of the miniatures in relation to terrain. The gimbal camera follows the movement phases, and we use it for the B-roll after a take to give everything a cinematic feel. We then have the 2 player cams, so we can capture all those emotional reactions we usually have to terrible dice rolls. There is a lot to keep track of while playing with the rules, objectives and points, but we're also thinking about how the footage will cut together later. Luckily, we can use our Tabletop Tactics app throughout the match, which tracks all the scoring, mission details and any in-game notes that we need. It means that we can really just focus on playing the game and telling this story. Once we're fully into it, we're reacting, laughing and sometimes despairing at the will of the dice gods. But this is where the battle report truly comes to life. Once victory has been decided, it's time to head into Studio B. This is where we create the cinematic magic that you see during the intro and lists. It's taken years of trial and error to perfect the look. Starting with all of the lights, each with a different hue, brightness and placement for its own individual purpose. Terrain placed to frame the miniatures perfectly and set up to look like it could be a real battlefield. And finally, the army is placed, in such a way to highlight the most important units and give the warlord the heroic gravitas that they deserve. With everything set, we roll the camera for slow, deliberate pans across the armies. Back in the edit, these will be woven together with the voiceover to create our signature introductions. But first, we do need the actual voiceover to exist for this. We usually have Beard or Spider for this, and here you can witness just how he does it.
Action!
In the far reaches of a dying star system, reality itself screams. From the Eye of Terror, the Black Legion emerge. A chaos cabal led by dark sorcerers bound not by loyalty, but by ambition, by power, and by the will of Abaddon himself. From the void comes the hunger. High Fleet Leviathan. The Tyranids descend in an endless swarm to consume every world, every life, every soul. Sorcery meets instinct, warfire meets claw and fang. Every soul is fuel for the war, and every being is food for the swarm.
Gut.
Mixing this with the existing cinematics and an epic music track, we can create one of the most important part of each of our videos. While Beard is busy mixing all that together for the intro, I jump straight into the edit, piecing together all the footage, adding graphics, and then enhancing any of the ridiculous antics we get up to while playing. The final finishing touch on any battle report is, of course, the thumbnail. It's the first thing you see before you even click the video, so it has to capture the heart of a battle in a single frame, to be able to show our warlords facing off dramatically. It's a mix of photography, design, and an understanding of the audience to know exactly what will grab your attention while you're scrolling. By the time the thumbnail is done, the whole project feels complete, and it's finally ready to upload. And that's it! A Tabletop Tactics battle report from empty table to finished battle report. The game we filmed today is dropping on our on-demand service this coming Tuesday. So if you want to see how it looks after all this hard work we've put in, why not join us over there? But for now, I have been Jinx, we have been Tabletop Tactics, and thank you for watching.
Today's video is brought to you thanks to the support from our on-demand members. It's due to their amazing support that we're able to produce shows just like this one. As well as supporting the channel, our members get access to at least 2 additional battle reports every week, as well as full codex reviews, painting tutorials, our weekly on-demand exclusive talk show, all of our competitive 40k league games, and so much more. And we add to our library of content every single week. You can join our on-demand community today by downloading our app or heading to the website. And right now we have an introductory offer for new customers, so there's never been a better time to join on demand. Thanks for watching. Let's get back to the show.